Alright, guys. I'm back. The delay and the break is taking longer than expected. So I don't know how long this second part of the stream tonight is gonna be. It could be 10 minutes long, 20 minutes, it could even be an hour. I have no idea. But it's gonna be a short stream. Uh, so if you watch the first half, I actually just warped to the jumped into the next system over after uh ending the stream in the safe spot that I had in the system before. Did that so I wouldn't have to actually log off and do a lot of stuff. And this guy's an idiot. This should be ready. Oh, nope, he's still in that damn rifter. Got off this time. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Probably not gonna catch him because he's in a smaller ship than I am, but we're gonna go over to this gate. Oh crap. And he rejumped. Go back down here.
Active.
Or actually, and get off that.
Warp drive active. Well, apparently my fleet's been going on for 3 minutes. Not 3 minutes. 3 hours, 6 minutes, and 30 seconds. Medium. And a large. That we're not going to take because in the first half, well, we saw what happened when we took the medium.
or went into a medium. We got annihilated by a stabber. On the fact that I did not factor drones. That's why I have a drone. Area here. Probably should expand what I'm doing now.
Warp drive active.
Turns out my greeting, oh, I already mentioned how I typed in greetings in the Middleton chat because I was reading old text or old previous text because someone asked or said hello to the chat. So that was my response, but then now got two responses, and then I just asked if anyone's in a fleet on the fact that they should be in a fleet. Fractional warfare has changed to where you actually should be in a fleet. I think we're losing, aren't we? Yeah. What? So apparently, Mimitar just gained his another system in the past 3 hours. And I could do a better check, but I already asked. What system did we lose? Yeah. You just lost one. this before I get distracted and lose time that could have been putting the timer down. Still think these ranks need to have uh, something associated to them, like whether it's more loyalty points because you've been in fighting for a chosen side for so long. But I also think it should be uh, that, but also based on the ship class, where you could be friendly. Paddleton Crusader and a frigate, destroyer, cruiser, battlecruiser, and battleship. Where the ranks matter based on what ship you actually fly. So of course, a battleship, being in a battleship will get you more loyalty points than if you were in a destroyer at the same rank. Because I think, or I would say, the reward while being in, say, a higher ranking battleship is you get more loyalty points, but you're at a higher risk because you're flying a battleship or those more expensive ships. Apparently no one's gonna answer me, and since I don't actually know, just an answer to a system. Well, the answer is just to know, so I could see, okay, which side of the map are they, say, pushing. Oh, I mentioned in a previous stream about how I think there should be a limit to fractional warfare. I still think it should be applied because I'll show you after I shoot the strat. Or after I shoot the start NPC. I'm gonna call him Murado, because it's not a pirate. YouTube. Let's do this. Start it up. Right down here, pilots, I think should be limited. Like right now, Caldari does have a little too many pilots compared to Guente. Like it's actually fairly comparable, but I think it's slightly Caldari is winning the war because they slightly have more players fighting for that side. But if we look at Amarr and Minmatar, there's no reason why these systems should be 50-50. That's why I say there should be a limit to how many people can be in fractional warfare at a time. I'm saying, like, right now, it could be higher than these numbers. Like, for all we know, it could be 75,000 pilots for each side. But of course, I also think that limit should change, or should be dynamically changed based on how the war progression. Like right now, it's Amarr should get more pilots than Minmatar because, well, Minmatar are winning right now. They don't need any more pilots. Amarr actually needs some pilots, or even Amarr actually needs the pilots to actually start doing something, like what I'm doing. And that's attacking sites. Oh, and that's why I think the contested percentage should be changed. Should be slightly higher. Because in one channel that I'm in, the system that I'm in right now is one that people that are in this channel should be attacking. According to this channel that I'm a part of. Like, I'm only in this system because in the next neighboring system is where we lost the ship in the first half of the stream, or the earlier stream of tonight. If anyone was watching that earlier one, I did change that uh that destroyer fit that you may have seen, the Navy issue one. I was able to make. I changed it to two fittings. One where it's a lower plate, because that one had a 400. I moved it down to a 200, but I was able to get everything with my skills, the modules to Tech 2. And this is another thing that should also change. The site is already completed. No more NPCs should spawn in it. Can't enter the scout. They didn't come after me. I'm gonna look at this medium
Warp drive active.
to see what's in it. It's a cruiser. We're gonna go to another one. It's a frigate. We're gonna go in. If no one's in it, we're gonna go in. And that's why I'm gonna take it.
Warp drive active.
I don't mind right now having to stay in this site for longer. Apparently someone was here. Oh, and it looks like I have plenty of room for. What do we have here? We have a rat. We do. Open. Come on. Right there. I'll take those. Even though I can't use them. Not even worth the suspect. Well, apparently, an ally was in here, taking the site, but I want to say either he got killed by a suspect or actually killed by a war target. Turn this off. Getting closer. Still think another good change for the game would be able to set the orbit axi. So like this one is definitely on the XY axis, which would be flat. It would be nice to say an XZ one, which would be going from the top to the bottom. And then of course ZY would be, in this case, going from left to right and rotating. Because right now that's what my ship is doing. It's going from left to right. The one that I said just a moment ago would be going up to down in the same orientation, but yeah. Because I think it would add strategic value to fights. And I mentioned how I feel that the NPC shouldn't factor in the timer. Okay, if you don't make a change to that, the amount of war targets should though. Like the amount of currently orange war targets should either make more sites spawn for my side to attack, that's actually I think is would be another good thing, depending on the amount of players that should be defending the site. Defending the system denotes how many the rate of spawns of said system. Because right now I think as say more of my side come to the system to attack, more sites to spawn, these guys should be frantically trying to almost forming up fleets to get us out. There's two things I really hate about fractional warfare right now or actually three. The NPC factoring in the timer, being a factor in pausing the timer. The pace of the war overall, I'm going by per system. So, since these guys are mostly docked up, the contested rate after completing the site, I think needs to be bumped up. or go the pace of the war per system. And then I guess another thing is also NPCs in terms of enemy players that should be attacking, should be trying to get me as their enemy out of the system. That's why I think with war targets in the system, if there's any war target in the system docked or in space, not even actually at a site, NPCs do not spawn. So if we look at the probe scanner, we can see 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 sites. I'm of course in one of them. There's 11 war targets in the system. None of the sites that are currently in the system should have NPCs in them. They should only have NPCs in the sites if there's no one in the system. But there are plenty of people on the enemy side, in this case, to be defending these sites. Because I shouldn't be having to grind losing ammunition to an NPC when there's plenty of war targets in the system. Mission part of Factional Warfare, I think still should have the NPCs, but that should change also. Because I feel if there was a mission right now in this system where one of these orange players had to shoot Amarr and NPCs, I should be, as a ally to Amarr fighting in this war, should not be targeted by them. In turn, defending the site, that mission site, against the person that may be doing that mission. Oh, well, we got it. Jade probably got it. He's the only other person in here. What? Looks like chat is still having issues again. Because as you can see, an hour ago, got disconnected and then reconnected a second later. Although I wasn't streaming then, I still was logged into the game. And no one has joined since I got back, and that was 35 minutes ago. Or near 35 minutes ago. What I'm talking about now is that I have a fleet. I closed it out while I was on my break. just say there's a discussion going on with the recent event that involves me with my family. So it's personal. I'm not going to say what it is. I did briefly say in a previous message that it will affect the stream should this decision actually goes against me. I don't want it. I'd rather stay where I am right now. For a whole nother reason. This is why I think the NPC shouldn't factor in the timer. There's plenty of war targets, like I said earlier, in the system. Killing this NPC isn't gonna have an effect really on the war, and it doesn't right now, besides to make sure players actually not AFK. But I feel there's other ways to prevent AFKers in fractional warfare. I mentioned it in the first part of the stream. Is since I just destroyed this NPC, in order to get the loyalty points for the site that I'm in, I would have to loot the tag that's in this wreck. As I mentioned, if an AFKer is not paying attention and they have completed the site, most AFKers are in off or defending sites or just completing them. Is an enemy could come in, well, the site's already done, or all they have to do is shoot the NPC. Site's already been done, but I just realized it's not really wait. Oh, I did say after the completion of a site, of an offense site, the AFK player has to pick up something from the NPC. But if the NPC gets destroyed before the timer or before that AFK can collect something, say an enemy comes in, if they loot what a federal pilot was supposed to pick up, they get the loyalty points as if they completed it, not the AFK farmer because they weren't paying attention. But since I'm attacking right now, it would be that I would have to pick up a tag to get credit of completing the site. Because right now the timer should already be done with its current state. I should already have the loyalty points and not have to shoot this cruiser. Or if anything, when defending a site, there, a person still has to pick up something. So while these sites spawn NPCs at, say, I guess every 2 minutes, when defending, your fellow NPC should drop something every 2 minutes that you should have to collect, and by not collecting that, it pauses the timer. That way, it's each site, it gets fairly paused after the same action, in a sense. Because if I have to shoot the NPC to continue the timer, something should be dropped in a Amarr combat site that I have to pick up to continue the timer.
Warp drive active.
I don't know if that idea will reach anyone in CCP games, but I hope so. Timer really is the biggest thing I hate about factional warfare. Well, I don't mind the timer. I hate the fact, I hate how it gets paused. That's what I hate. But obviously, I don't hate it enough because I still have a factional warfare character. I actually have two now, one fighting for Amarr and the other one fighting for Kardarians. And the reason I have two is because I like how the Kardari Navy issue Cormat looks. The ship that I'm currently actually flying for on this one. That's the only reason why I have a fractional warfare pilot fighting for the Kardari side. I personally, from real life real life preference, prefer the Galente and Amarr over Kardari ships, but Kardari ships are starting to get a market share. And I don't actually dislike or like Mimitar. Ship-wise, I honestly feel they're more realistic based on our current technology that we have in real life. I definitely think we're more Mimitar in progression of technology than, say, Amarr or Kardari and Galente, because we don't actually have laser weapons in all wars. We have laser assisted weapons, but not actual laser weapons. We are in the process of having hybrid turrets and rear guns, but currently we just have projectiles. And let's see, and go right to Mimitar. And if we look at even the Corvette, black areas, those definitely resemble solar panels that we have now. So there's two at top, one on each side, and there's one for that faces up and one facing down on the sides of the ship. Let's go to the common rifter. Alright, well, actually it does. Has two small panels on the side there. Definitely look like solar panels. We all know what the pressure looks like. Those definitely gills look like solar panels. Even with the tower, got them at the front. Let's see, rupture doesn't actually have them. This one's probably actually more like nuclear power. But we got the stabber. Definitely has a panel at the bottom that definitely says I get most of my power from the star that may, or stars that may be in the system. That's one thing I like about Elite Dangerous over this game, that it has that a system actually has more than. Had your chance, dude. You had your chance, dude. You had your chance. Really? Don't even have a long point on you.
Warp drive active.
No, I got away from that guy. But that's what I'm getting at with there's plenty of word targets in here. Be defending the sites. It's not that hard to defend the sites. I'm going to tell you, if anyone's wanting that actually plays this game, watches my stream, you have the upper hand in the bigger sites. all you need is a frigate, and you can do a deplex of large or despawn it. And that's how you should do it. You should go from the largest one that shows up and go down. Because right now I'm going to go to well, now since I know someone's going to definitely be taking out the mediums, is there's a small. You already know that there's a destroyer in your system attacking it. Start getting rid of the small. Because I can't go in the scout. I can take a medium, but if you bring a cruiser ship, you're going to make me warp out because I don't want to lose my ship. Because you have a firepower that can take a ship out.
Warp drive
Like,
active.
there's really right now no reason why these 8 war targets shouldn't be defending, because there's, I think, 7 sites right now. This guy is, he's not actually in here.
Warp drive active.
There's no, what I'm saying is there's no reason why there shouldn't be sites in here, or because they should be getting defended the moment they show up. And right now, these war targets even have the advantage too, because it's their system and there's 4 stations in it, not including structures. So they can ship based on what the enemy is flying. Or a smaller, faster ship like the Navy Slicer. If I see a Navy Slicer come in within range, I'm booking it. Of course, unless it's a friendly. Oh, this is the ship I was talking about that I made 2 fittings out of it. Made one that isn't really a tank, but has all tech 2 module, all tech 2 on it, and then I made another one that is a tank, but it's less of a tank than the one that you guys saw in the earlier stream. It's been an hour now. No, it's been longer than that actually. Let's just say what's going on is one that a lot of people type on like Reddit posts on the Reddit forum. Am I the asshole? It's one of those kind of situations. Alright, so Jay just contacted me. This guy who's saying he has a fleet. I'm just telling him I have my fleet of own. This is how long it's been going for today, anyways. But in the earlier half of this stream, I mentioned how I don't actually advertise it because it is honestly not that hard. If you're not in a fleet, to find a fleet or even use the window. And then I'm not gonna say actively say, hey, I have a fleet, come join it. And Jade is saying he does the fleet every morning. Jade, if you happen to watch this stream, I highly doubt it, but I never know, or you never know. I would say have it open to the public, but don't advertise it. If someone asks for a fleet, just tell them, hey, have you checked the fleet finder from the fleet window? Because if they really want to be in a fleet, they're gonna look in the fleet finder. And then it's also the same thing. Since I'm looking for players to actually have a fleet in, much like how local is primary, United, Caldari Space Command, and then Emperor Edict. So they got their members because they consistently always had a fleet open, and people just took the chance, join the person that was running them. Because I personally would say, yeah, I'm looking for members to join my corporation, but I don't want someone that plays from Australia because I'm not around in Australia time. Although now I'm getting towards that time zone because it's 11:20 local time for me. So it is getting the evening even for those in Iceland. Well, not in Iceland. Because Iceland's 6 hours ahead.
A module has run out of charges.
But what I'm saying, there's different times, and I'm not really looking for players that are active now. I'm looking for players that are playing the game or I would say started playing the game 4 hours ago for their evening or day. Because right now would be uh, the time when people around me would actually start going to bed. Maybe even earlier, but the point is, I want more players that will play around when I will be playing than when than players outside my playing time. And something from Planet side I would do. I'd be okay if you join my corporation and the only day you have available is just one day. Because with Planet side, I only play it on Sundays now. Or at least, I should say, I definitely only stream it on Sundays. So I may start playing it again more during the week, but right now, I don't have time to allocate. I can't allocate time to play that game. Like, since I mentioned time, right now, my unofficial day job was actually doing well, like it did. I think 2 years ago, after the pandemic hit, or once the pandemic hit, because all the markets crashed. Oh, yeah, stocks were down. I saw that as an opportunity to build from. That's why I'm pissed off about what I had to do the past year and a half. Ah, crap, I just lost it. Anyways, oh, I know what it was. Around this time is when I would be getting ready for the next day. For tomorrow's trading day. I would be reviewing trades that went through, trades that didn't go through, based on that information, reestablishing orders for tomorrow. Because if I know the moment the stock market opens, it's going to be up and down, I don't need to be awake for that hour. I just need my orders set before it opens. Because then when I do wake up, I can see, oh, this one got filled out. Okay, that one got filled out. Ooh, we haven't cursed this. This is a fight. You're gonna die, dude. You only have one drone. And I just realized the previous site. Drone's dead. You have no freaking armor. What the no, you have no freaking structure, dude. You're gonna die. What the freaking hell? You guys are seeing this. This guy has no freaking armor. I mean, structure. Yes! Oh, but he's not moving. He is not moving. Alright, dude, you had your chance to escape. You had your chance to escape. Chat, he had his chance to escape. Now he's gonna die. Goodbye. Princess Red Bull 13, you had a chance to escape. You should have taken it. Because now given me the opportunity to go to the other system and repair. And of course, I didn't even need to see directional scan because I saw him in the saw him approach or arrive in the gate or on the beacon. Now we need a distance away from the beacon because we cannot actually fight another person without repairing our armor. Now we can look at it. Would have been a longer fight, but they had no structure. They messed up because they didn't go. They actually did not go repair their ship before engaging. And then, of course, I started stealing some of their cap. Although I think I should switch it from vampire to a neutralizer. Go here. We want to go to this system.
Warp drive active.
And let's see. Probably an empty pod. Yep. Well, that was hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious now, but that was surprising. No, wrong darn thing. I want this one. It's
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested.
like they were definitely armor tanked, active armor tank, but they messed up because they did not have any structure, or they had very little left of it. All right, that's well. I'm gonna keep that paste only because, thanks to Bornby, I only thought it was for the repair module. I did not know for the longest time that it can be used to repair overheated guns. Split this in half, or near half. Oh, I didn't even repair it yet.
Docking permission requested.
Oh, CCP Games. Quality of life update would be nice to get a docking message saying, "Oh, we have noticed upon docking that your ship has suffered some damage. Are you sure you want to undock before with this damage still?" Something like that, where it's,
Docking permission requested.
I could say, "Oh no, that's right. I did dock up to actually repair my ship." Alright, there's plenty of war targets in here. Do some, oh, since I see the medium over here, I'm gonna check it out. See what war targets are actually in here. Because that's another change I think needs to be, that also needs to be go back. I know with this current system, anyone that's in fractional warfare can dock up in frontline systems. I think that needs to change. I think the controlling fraction should have that right, because then it becomes a strategic move and a disadvantage if you lose that system, because then it would push you actually either out defending sites or out taking sites. Because of course, if you lose controlling power of a system and you have stuff in it, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to fight to get your stuff back. Or as a person, I'm going to want to keep fighting to prevent you from getting that. Oh, I don't want to keep that range. I want to orbit this. And this is what I mean. I talked about offensing. This NPC, after a certain amount of time, should drop something to pause the timer. That would make it fair on both sides in regards to the timer. As the pilot helping this guy defend, I would have to pick it up to resume the timer. Could be anything but something. Then each side has the same fair attributes in regards to the sites. Because right now I think it's unfair that I have to waste ammo that could be shooting an actual war target to an NPC. Because I feel my personal thing is the combat sites or the PvP aspect. They shouldn't be NPCs. If you want to do NPC shooting and all that, you do the missions for fractional warfare. Ooh, what do we have here? We have someone in a tech 2. He has 5? What the freaking hell? 5 of them? I think I might win this. I have more guns. He's gonna get me. Damn.
Warp drive active.
Did not expect 5 drones. I lost that fight because I did not expect 5 drones. Wait. Oh no. That's my loss. Okay. Well guys, with that loss, I'm gonna call it a night. Because I have some people I owe. My left alt, or my right alt, and my left alt. I owe them 20 million each. Because they paid for the shit that we just lost. So I gotta pay them. And what I'm saying is that I'm gonna fund them with my main account. But I'm still gonna call it a night. So to those that watch the stream, thank you. To those that are watching now, I appreciate that. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Docking permission requested.
I might actually do a Cardari stream.
Docking request accepted.
If I don't do that, I don't know. But I will be streaming EVE Online tomorrow.